Good morning, cyber traders, and happy Tuesday at 9 o'clock this morning. And we are going to have a very interesting day. Big earnings, big week this week. Looking forward to it. Want to start off with Lockheed Martin came out with earnings this morning. So you could see that it did gap up a little bit. Pretty good sign. Obviously, military, that stock took a very big hit. Went all the way down to 600, down to 400. Always been a fan of Lockheed Martin, but we'll see with this whole Trump administration what they're doing with the military. I know they're going to be doing some cuts. They got a lot of fat here and there, but that one obviously did pretty well. So a lot of other military stocks did pretty well. The big news is going to be today with Tesla. Okay, so Tesla's coming out with earnings. You had Verizon came out with earnings. Who else came out with earnings this morning? But the Tesla is going to be the big one this afternoon. That's going to really set the stage of what is going to happen over the course of the, all this chaos going on. I mean, I live here on Long Island. There was a huge protest this weekend and the weekend after that in front of Tesla. I mean, there are people just protesting everywhere on Tesla. You see people writing, SWAT stickers on people's cars and stuff. So I assume that hurt Tesla a lot. They're known for their electric cars. A lot of the people that are fans of electric cars are on the Democratic side, that Green New Deal. Now they're anti-Tesla because, he's supporting Trump and everything else. So, he probably lost all those customers and stuff like that. We'll see how it's going to affect. I mean, news did come out yesterday regarding that they are slowing down on their deliveries and stuff like that. But overall, it did took a big hit yesterday, but it did come back a little bit going into the close. So we'll see how that works out. We're going to want to broadcast that. We'll see how that trades, but that's going to be a fun stock. Now, a couple of big news that's going to be coming out too also. So you got Meta and you got Google that's coming out. We'll watch out if there's any new IPOs. The Fed are going to be talking today. Now, obviously, listen, fact is they don't like each other. Powell and Trump do not like each other. Just, listen, you could see it clear. And with interest rates, if they do go up, and if the housing market does come down a little bit, you might have a bull market. I don't know if it's a strategy that they're working on, but we'll see. That's what I'm kind of hearing on the street that people are talking about. But we've been down a lot in the Dow. And, it's been a fun day trading. It's really the swing trading really sucked lately. It's not, you could see here on the Dow, how much we went down. You could see on the S&P, we had a slingshot. I don't like what I see here. And let me show you here, people that are on social media, give you a better view. Oh, you guys can see it. Okay, good. So you could see it right here. I mean, it's just basically a lower low. We had a lower high, and now we're getting lower lows. So, we'll see how it's going to turn out with this. You heard what happened. The Fed said, Powell said yesterday, he just put a huge kibosh on everything. Market was down almost 1,200 points yesterday. I mean, you're going to get a little bit of a bounce here and there, but it's, I feel like this is COVID all over again. We had this market go down and down and down. It took about a month and a half before things started picking up. And I don't know if we're really there yet on the swing trades. I got beat up on my swings. I mean, I'm being honest with you. I tried to find the bottom. I did well a couple of here, but I gave back. I did give back a lot. I'm still up a little bit, but I gave back a lot. But the day trading has obviously been doing pretty well. And if it wasn't for the day trading, we probably wouldn't. I probably would be that whoever's here, being in our trading room, would probably be that much more of a hole than if we held on. Because I know there's a lot of people getting crushed right now. All right. So anyway, we'll see how that Tesla works out. We had a couple other stocks that did come out with some earnings. We're going to keep. Verizon also came out with earnings too, and VZ. And obviously, that didn't do too well for Verizon. So, I mean, these all things are going to spin out and kick in a little here. So we'll see how all of them pick up. But we got a lot of greens going on there. All right. Anyway, a couple of good stocks that are moving this morning, though. Want to keep an eye on that. We got this GELS that's gapped up pretty big this morning. Very inexpensive. Good spread. 44 million shares, up 360%. Is this stock going to continue to the open? Well, cyber traders, if you're on our trading floor, you're going to see it. If you're watching on social media, only one way to figure that out. When we're done today, take your phone, scan the QR code, top right-hand corner. You could join us here all day. All right. But as of right now, if you want my Trading opinion, it's kind of flat. It's kind of gapped up. Maybe not, but we see things have changed. A couple of stocks are doing a little bit better, though, but it's not as tradable. TIBC, this stock gapped up right now around 8:30. I know some of you here traded it pretty well, trading earlier this morning in the Cyber Group room. But it's moving up nice, but the spread is quite ugly. You did phase one yesterday. All traders that are our students of cyber trading, we went over this in class on the top of our lessons. 50% of the traders lose money in trading because they trade something that is too volatile, ugly spreads. So I'm just letting you know, if you went over that class yesterday, I'm already giving this a category 3. All right. This is not your one stock. Another one's gapped up about 100%, up 1.9 million shares. She just had a big gap up. She came back down. I'm putting also on the B list. I can see right away this is going to be a category 3 also. OBLG. Once again, some of you probably never heard of these stocks, but that's what it's all about. Something a little bit nicer, maybe a little bit more controllable. This stock got destroyed back in January. It was at $70. Came all the way down to about $3. This is what I'm talking about. But she is moving this morning. I kind of like this one a little bit better. Very tradable. Nice volatility. Let's go check level 4. Let's see what we got going on there on the level 4. Oops, hold on one second. See where the orders are. Remember, here at Cyber Trading University, if you're listening to us the first time, we don't teach you the right of the chart. The left of the chart. We teach you the right of the chart. The right are the orders, okay? Now, as orders go, I'm not really seeing that many orders on this stock right now. No big orders. You could see it right there. A couple of big orders, but nothing crazy. It looks like she's going to start probably back off a little bit. Let me zoom out. You got this big million share buyer at 210. You see that big red line? But that's pretty much out of the way. All right. That one, but anyway, it still looks pretty good. Halo, we trade the stock a few times. This stock is moving up now. HOLO, another very nice stock, but it's a category 4. Looks like it had earnings after hours and it had a big pop right there. So that one's looking pretty good. 25%. IBIO, we trade this stock. It got crushed. Maybe it's making a dead cat bounce. You know what's so funny? If you look at this list, well, I'm going to post up. It's a lot bigger than yesterday. OBIO, good volume, good spread, up 14%. We'll put this on the B list. OBIO, not bad. Virgil, garbage. Losers. Anything get crushed there on a dead cat bounce? Nope, nothing there. New York Stock Exchange got a big pop on SLI. 21%, 15 million shares, gapped up, but she's starting to trend down. Lithium stock, I like those. Those have been doing pretty well, lithium stocks. Anything else here? SBAV, SBEV. The stock gapped up pretty big. It's been a good swing trade, but it looks like she gapped up and came back down. We traded that stock before. That pretty much does it there. Okay, most active. All the stocks that we just called out, those are all there. We'll keep an eye on these, on the Tesla stock and stuff like that. I'm just telling you right now, I'm very, very nervous of holding these stocks on, earnings announcements. They took a lot of big heat, a lot of beating. They are gapping up a little bit yesterday. I did sell a lot of the shares of it. I got very, very nervous of it. If I screw up, I screw up. But you know what? If you look over here, look at the trend. She's coming up to some big support levels. If she holds here, I don't have a problem buying it back, and going into the third quarter. So, going into earnings. But I didn't like how it was trading yesterday. So, you know what? Better safe than sorry. With all these protesting that's going on with Elon Musk and Tesla, I know they got the robots and everything coming out, but the taxis are probably going to be pretty big. But I just don't like what I see going on. Anyway, Bitcoin, though, that has been doing pretty well. Yesterday, we got a nice pop. It's moving again. We've been trading that in the Cyber Group room. iBit is going back on the watch list. So that one's doing really well. I still own the ETF on the CONY. Pays a very high yield. I think it pays almost 120%, 130%. It's going to be expiring, I think, today, actually. I got to check. I think I get my dividend check. I did really well on the TSLY dividend. I got paid really, really nicely. Paid me a lot. You go look it up. I think it was like 140% it paid, and it pays every month. So that one did pretty well. So I cashed out of that one, but I'll buy it back again. All right. That pretty much does it. Anything else I'm missing, cyber traders? A couple of you in the cyber group room is bring up some stock. BTC, Christopher. Yeah, I mean, the problem with this stock right here, Christopher, it's like very spotty. 9,000 shares. That's not really what we're looking at. Some Brief Brewing. Let me look at that one. OBLG from Kerry. Yeah, nice little pop on this Kerry, up 77%. It's on our watch list, but I just don't like how it trend down. People on social media, anybody out there? Anybody out there on YouTube or Instagram? Anything you guys are looking at that you're missing? No problem. All right. So let's get ready for the market to open up. We got about 15 minutes. We're going to take a quick little break. If you're watching on social media or you're watching this recording, you can always join us. You got the QR code top right-hand corner. Click on it. We'll see you then. Today we have our podcast. Who's on our podcast today? We have Adrian Marr was on our podcast. So podcast today at 11 o'clock. So I will be back, and we will broadcast live on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. So we're going to get back into all those great events and all those gurus coming on. So we'll see you back then. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back in 15 minutes for the open. Everyone here on social media, if I don't see you in a trading room, we'll see you back here at 11 for the podcast. All right, guys. Good luck, everyone. Trade safe.